My professor accused me of plagiarism, so I made her read my writing out loud. I was an English major in college, the stereotypical quiet girl in oversized sweaters, coffee stains on notebooks, and a constant fear of failure. Writing was my thing. It wasn't just a subject to me, it was me. It was how I processed the world, how I survived it. Sophomore year, I took a creative writing course with this tenured professor everyone either adored or dreaded. Let's call her Dr. H. She published essays, hosted lectures, and had that kind of brittle smile that made you feel like you were already wrong before you even spoke. At first, she barely noticed me. Then I turned in our midterm assignment, a short story about grief and small-town religion. I spent 3 nights writing it, bleeding over every sentence. A week later, she emailed me. "Please see me after class regarding your submission." When I walked up, she didn't even look at me. Without preamble, she said, "Where did you copy this from?" I thought I misheard. "What?" "This story," she said, flipping through my printed pages. "It's too mature. The voice isn't yours. You plagiarized it." My stomach dropped. I started stammering, It's my writing. I swear." She cut me off. "Do you expect me to believe a 19-year-old wrote this?" She said it loud enough that 2 classmates looked over. My cheeks burned. I tried explaining my process. Notes, drafts, personal experiences, but she waved it off. "You'll rewrite it," she said. "If not, I'll file it with academic integrity." I walked out of class shaking. I'd never cheated on anything, not once. I cried the entire walk home. Then I got angry, really angry. So I rewrote the story, the same one, word for word, but with footnotes, pages of them. I cited my own thoughts, explained the symbolism, added drafts, edits, timestamps, links to every Google Doc revision I'd made. At the end, I included a quote from her own syllabus. "Your voice is your fingerprint, impossible to fake." When I turned it in, I said quietly, "If this still doesn't sound like me, maybe the problem's your ear, not my voice." The following week, she opened class with, "I'd like to read one of the submissions aloud. It's an excellent example of how structure and voice create emotional consistency." My story. The same story she'd accused me of stealing. As she read it, her tone softened, almost human. By the last paragraph, her voice cracked. When she finished the class clap, she looked at me for the first time, eyes wet, and said, "You have a gift. I was wrong." After class, she stopped me. "I'm sorry," she said. "I've seen so many students cut corners, I thought." I nodded. "You thought I fit the pattern." We never spoke of it again, but at the end of the semester, she wrote me a recommendation letter for a writing fellowship, the same one that launched my first publication career. Years later, when my debut novel released, I found her name in my inbox. Her message said, "I hear your voice now, loud and clear." I didn't reply. I didn't need to. I framed the first page of that accused story, coffee ring and all, and hung it by my writing desk. It reminds me of something every artist learns the hard way. Sometimes the people who doubt you aren't your enemies. They're just mirrors, reflecting how small they once felt in front of their own dreams. And when that happens, you don't yell, you don't fight, you let your work do the arguing for you.